to a colleague of mine who is Doris Ogala, who also one who has pushed this movement further. And she was supposed to be online, but I don't know. I think because it's a full crowded this, and that's why she's not here.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you.
You can invite her also. Do you have a handle?
Yes, I do have a handle. It is Doris Ogala, ma. Doris Ogala.
And Chick, Daddy Prince can invite her.
Yes, yes, you can take me off. At some point, you can take me off and invite her. That's okay, ma. Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes.
then.
Okay, sir. So, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Auntie Josephine. Good evening, Annabelle. And of course, Tonto Dikeh, who needs no introduction. So this particular matter was fueled by the fact that I have children in secondary school.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids in the university, one in secondary school and one in primary school. Yes. I know what it's like to have a 12-year-old son. I don't read about that in the newspaper. I've experienced being a father to a 12-year-old son. I've experienced keeping a child in boarding school. And I understand this, and I can't say nobody can feel your pain except the people who are going through what you're going through. But some of us can understand the circumstances around you. So starting with Annabelle, I don't want us to waste time and go around and say what's happened here. Well, I want us to focus on, let's nail some points. Let's go straight to the autopsy. The Lagos autopsy, the report by the police. How confident are you in that autopsy? What is your take? Let's start with Annabelle and then Auntie Josephine.
Okay. I'll tell you. So the thing about the autopsy is my family, we don't have a personal pathologist doing our autopsy, right? So my brother had mentioned the names of the people that bullied him before he passed away. We had called the school and mentioned those names to the school, saying our son just told us this, you know? So when he passed away, the day he passed away, immediately the case was reported for murder and the names of the boys were involved. The police officers, and those when they came to our home, they took the pictures and everything to conduct their autopsy based on we've reported. So it's like based on police policy and all, they have to do all of that. So when they were done with the autopsy, we had requested for it about 3 days later, and they had said we had to, they did the autopsy and they sent the results to Lagos, right? So they had asked them for the autopsy and they had told us that we had to ask the lawyer, our lawyer had to write to the police for the autopsy. So they gave it to us. At this time, the Lagos autopsy hadn't been conducted at all. It was just the autopsy in Warri that had been conducted and sent to Lagos. But we also had a copy. So we've had a copy. We had a copy of our autopsy even before my brother's body was sent to Lagos.
Yeah.
So, yes. So it sent to
also report to, sir.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm confirming to what you said that I also have that autopsy report.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So, with the pathologist, at least when I started to get updates as to what was going on, like, because we had asked for an autopsy from the moment my brother died, because obviously, like, we want to know what happened. So we weren't going for, like, Lagos government. So somehow, like, the autopsy that the state had done when we had reported the case, we had that with us. So when they had sent the body to Lagos, and I heard that the families of the accused had a pathologist, Dowen College had a pathologist, and the Lagos state government had a pathologist, and then the pathologist that had done ours from the state, which is our family, we don't know him personally, but he was the one who gave us the result. He's the one that its name is stamped in every autopsy that you see. Yeah, he was there as well. But he was there for, I think, 2 days or so, and then he had to come back. So I don't know what they did with the autopsy in Lagos. All I just know is they never released anything to us. We have asked, we've asked them for, like, we didn't even know that a second autopsy, like with all of this sepsis, pneumonia, everything is arrant nonsense. Like, we didn't even know much about that. All I just knew was on New Year's Eve was when my elder brother had kind of gotten the, like, I don't know how they had gotten the news about, like, it was more from the, like, situation of, like, the bail, my dad talking to the commissioner saying, oh, the investigation isn't over yet. But so there was just a lot of things. So we had kind of gotten news that this was kind of what was trying to happen. So that was what even triggered us to release our autopsy at the time, because we knew. And at the time when they were saying, oh, okay, we found out that maybe they were trying to exonerate, like, Dowen College and the people involved. It's like, okay, you guys, where is your autopsy? They didn't show, like, our family, this so-called autopsy that's been spoken about, we have no idea. Where is it? Like, we see it. Like, how is it that the family of the boy involved in this, we haven't seen, like, he did not grow up by himself. He has 9 elder siblings. He was never alone. So, like, we're also involved in this, but I feel like maybe because we're not talking so much, people don't know that. They think, oh, it's just a regular family from Warri. It's just Delta State. We can just oppress them with so much like this and so much that. But I don't know, like, this second autopsy that everyone is talking about, like, why can't they release it? Why are they just reading of things? Like, why can't they bring it out? And even if they don't want to show the public, why are they hiding it from the family? Like, it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's an audio autopsy.
Okay. Let us also bring Josephine in. Please, Josephine, good evening. Josephine is and tell us your position in the family, and then please, what is your take on the exoneration, according to the reports we're getting, of Dowen College and the students and what is your take?
Yes, good evening all. Yes, I want to appreciate you very much, Daddy Freeze, since this incident happened. I am auntie to Sylvester Oromoni Jr. It's my nephew. So we got the news. I'm in Lagos. I live in Lagos. We got the news that our brother passed on. So we asked what happened. So they said, the school said, according to my uncle, that he had football match. They had football match, so he was injured. So they invited my uncle to come and take him, that he was sick. So when I asked, I said, what did you do? He said, the person that he sent, because the elder brother was living in Lagos, but he was not around, he traveled. So they sent somebody there to pick him up. So the person went there and called Daddy back that, Daddy, please, this is not what, this is beyond what they said that happened to the boy. He was sick. He's seriously sick. And the school said they've taken him to do X-ray. You understand? They misinform us. And as you may, as the way we do things in our place, if you have football injury, we take you to the physiotherapist to check. After they have done the X-ray, that they didn't find anything. The schools they took him. They did their own X-ray. I don't know. They said they did X-ray. Then when they took him, his mouth was bruised already. You understand?
Where did those bruises come from?
Can you give me
He came from the school. Right from when they picked him up. His mouth was already bruised. His mouth peeled everywhere. You have the video all over. You understand? So when they say it's football injury, my uncle has to take him to our place for somebody physiotherapy, good physiotherapy, so that if he dislocates any of his body, can you hear me?
Yes, ma.
Yes,
Yes,
what
ma.
Hello.
ask what everyone is getting confused about is the mouth injury. Was it there as at the time he was picked up from school? The day the father
Yes. Yes.
was already
Yes. Yes. He must
It
have
was
already peeled.
really-
Yes.
I think it was the only thing that was really there because at the time, so what happened was the day they picked my brother up from school, like I had called my dad, and you see how, like Auntie Zoa just said, my elder brother had gone to the UK at the time. My elder sister too had also left to the UK a few days before. So there was no one in our Lagos home. I think it was just our cousin that was in our Lagos home. So obviously, seeing the state of my brother, he probably called my dad because the day I called my dad was picking up my brother from school, and my dad was telling me that there was no flight from Lagos to from Warri to Lagos, so they were taking the road. So when I called, I even spoke to my brother like during the journey. His voice was just low, like, but my dad was telling me the exact same thing, that Bobos is in a lot of pain, that he doesn't know what's going on, that the school said that he fell, that he fell during football. So everything. So me, up until my brother passed away, I have no idea that what happened because we're outside the
Hold on. Tonto, please mute your mic. Unmute your mic only when you want to talk, because what the algorithm does is it will be bringing two voices and be breaking them. So all of us should mute our mics until we are talking.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
If you want to talk, raise your hand. So I'm
Yes,
muting
sir.
my mic.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Auntie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so like what, like, because we live outside, so a lot of the times our parents don't really want us to panic with what's going home, and a lot of that, especially if something might be going on. So even at the point when at the beginning, I only knew what was going on at the beginning, which was like I thought it was soccer injury, until one day during my work meeting, my younger brother called me the day my brother passed away, and he was in tears. I've never seen my younger brother cry like that before. He's 19 years old. And I was like, it's okay, great. They said it's soccer injury. It's soccer. Like, he's going to be fine. And my brother was just like, nah, that God has to take him, that God can't take my brother. So
It's
that
okay.
like made
Sorry.
me, so that was actually what made me scared, like just hearing how scared he was. And he was telling me how no one was picking up the phone, and he can tell that everyone is trying to hide something. So I was calling as well, and no one was picking up until my godfather finally picked up and told me what happened. And we spent like a very good hours being very confused as to what really happened, because we're like, wait, what? Like they said, and that was when they told us actually the day before that Bobos finally spoke as to what happened to him. We called the school, so the statement that they're bringing, everything is just a lie. Because like they know what happened. Like we called them the day before, like, look at what our child told you happened here. So everything they are doing is literally just to open up the school. Like that's why they can't release anything. They can't release anything to back up anything that's being said. They just know that Nigerians can easily get scared. Nigerians can easily get intimidated, and we are so traumatized in the country because corruption is so rampant. They've traumatized everybody so much, so they know that they can literally shove false information down the throats of people without facts, and just expect us to have to say, okay, because the government said that. But that wasn't what happened here. They are all lying. The commissioner of police is not about to retire. Does he really have any business with this case? He knows what he's trying to protect. They know what they are trying. They know the benefits that they need from all of this.
Yeah.
On a boy that did not get to turn 12 on his head.
Birthday.
Yes, it was supposed to be his 12th birthday. We heard.
Yeah.
Going to be 12 in 3 days.
Okay. Josephine wants to say
Yeah. So the whole issue here is that Dowen College has so many questions to answer. The picture you are seeing online with the briefcase with Sylvester Jr. was the day he was leaving. Sylvester doesn't have any underlying health issue. He was happy. He was taken to the school LD, that the phrase.
He was happy to go to Dowen. When my elder brother
He was happy. He was taken to the school LD, that the phrase. The whole thing started when the same boys asked him to describe his senior sister private parts. And the matter was taken up, and the school promised to suspend those boys and punish them appropriately. But could you believe those boys were not punished?
Were they suspended?
No, they were not suspended. They were not punished.
That was what they told me. But what if they were not?
They were not punished. Listen. Annabelle, wait. Hold on. Annabelle, wait. Hold on. Those boys, he was living in their room. Because of this issue, they had to change him to his parents' room. That if this thing I'm telling you, everybody's witness in that school. Kines, the senior brother, went there to meet the principal because of this issue. So this is plan murder. They came to the room and he has roommates, and the roommate they testify that 5 of the boys, because Bobo's is confessed 3 of them, but the roommate that are the one that confessed the remaining 2, that those boys came into their room, shut the light, and beat him. They won the ringleader is Favor. Favor came back and kicked him on the head. When they complain, when they tell the answers, they ask them to shut up. They ask them to shut up. Dowen College has many questions to answer. What on earth will make you people make that statement that he died of football injury? Okay, where are the people he played ball with? Let us know them. Where is the evidence that he played ball? Okay, you are saying he's sepsis. Sepsis has something that causes it. Somebody don't just have sepsis infection.
Sepsis is triggered
by this government that's supposed to ask questions, that's supposed to do the right thing. You are
that he has to be
because you have so many powers.
That is what
listen that the phrase.
Sorry that the phrase. I'm also throwing up a case here in Abuja, which is by Karen. Karen is a girl who also has died by sepsis, and but the result of sepsis, what aggravated sepsis, because she was raped. Sepsis, I know. I'm a petrochemical engineer, born and bred petrochemical engineer, and before you graduate into petrochemical engineer, you get to choose some other subjects, and I chose science. I chose biology. You cannot have sepsis without a preempting organization fighting it. Yeah. So even if I died of sepsis, what actually triggered my sepsis? That's what I'm. That's why I'm here. You know, the last time we talked. Sorry that the freeze. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yes. The last time I was speaking to the family of Sylvester, and I told them something. I said I watch a lot of true crime and investigation, and one thing I know is that an autopsy result doesn't come out in 1 week or 2 weeks. It takes like 3 weeks, because I'm very glued into 170 on 171, and because I know how it goes. And I told her, I said, you know what? You see, let us wait until the autopsy result is out, and exactly what we preempted, exactly what we said, exactly how we preempted their result is what is coming out now. And it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting to feel like, to even know that the people who are actually putting out these laws and order without due cause has children in schools like Dowen. Even if not Dowen, but at least you have sent your child outside the country to have an education like the one we have in Dowen. Do you understand what I'm saying, Daddy Freeze?
Yes. Yes.
So the point is that everybody is trying to cover up one thing or the other about your family, but they're not actually covering, they're not actually understanding where the pain of the family is coming from.
I want to ask a question. That boy really had sepsis. Let's even imagine that Sylvester had sepsis.
Yes.
In the school premise.
Instead of a hospital.
Ever came down the road from that school.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Boy on their back. They walk there in 10 minutes.
Yes.
True.
Why, if truly the boy is that sick,
what was he doing in the school?
Why didn't the family go and pick him up from Evercare or from some renowned hospital?
Reputable hospital?
Maybe they are trying their best.
From a whole different state.
Doctor or a pathologist.
As a parent,
but
you
as
get
a parent,
to pay when you have kids in boarding school, because I also had children in boarding school. You get to pay a certain amount of money
for medicals.
Health insurance.
For medicals.
Yes. So
we paid for medicals. My children's school too. We paid for medicals. If any of my child falls sick in the school, if they cannot handle it in their first day, they take him to the hospital and they invite me there.
Same as
Yeah, my daughter. Nobody, no. I didn't even sleep there with my daughter. They asked me to go because she's under their care.
Yes.
They took her to the hospital when my daughter fell ill in her school. So I don't know what he's doing telling us. They killed our son, and you are telling me they are exonerated. What a wicked war. You can kill somebody.
Mama, please.
Sorry.
Somebody
please.
Did you see the way that boy died? Did you see it? He cannot eat. He was only saying, Daddy, you know, due to what they gave him to drink. And you are telling us he died natural death. CP Odumuso, you have the fear of God. CP Odumuso, don't you have the fear of God? Don't you have the fear of God? You are telling us about that natural death. Without pain, he cannot walk because the thing has eaten him up. You can't touch him. He will cry. Hey, did you see it?
I watched the video. I watched the
video. Up until the day, he said, Daddy,
I was not a natural death.
He said, Daddy, I don't want to die. Daddy, I don't want to die.
I saw
Daddy, please don't let me die. You keep on beating me. They get me
football.
I don't want to die. How could you? How could you, Dumuso, a commissioner of police? You have become the judge. You said that boy died, natural death. Boy, that was healthy.
Let's try to calm down. I know this is very emotional, a very emotional topic, and I would really like it if we can all calm. I know. I cannot even say I know. She lost her sister 10 years ago. She still cries, and her sister was 31 years old.
She died. Medical.
It's lying in the crowd. Everybody's
10 years later.
lying in the motion. He did not do anything. We did not do anything to my college. He did not do anything.
Reviewed.
Why
are they? Why are they so much in a hurry to open up the school?
Yeah.
That is what they can.
Where are the Nigerian celebrities? How come everybody is
quiet at this time? How come everybody is quiet?
Daddy, please.
When it was Busola, everybody was talking. The people that were talking then, where are they now?
Where are they? And these people are in Lagos, so where are they?
Almost everybody has gone quiet. You see, I don't know. My problem is we're trying to teach our children empathy. We're trying to teach them to love one another. If they cannot see us showing love for one another, if they cannot see us being our brother's keeper, then what are we teaching these children?
What are we?
We are parents. Almost everybody has a child or wants to have a child. if you can just look away because it's not in your family, then this is cold. It is cold. My own take is that
I feel like mentioning their names.
The school.
Yes.
I feel like mentioning all of their names.
Yes.
After this, let me tell you, any celebrity
They are so protected. They have been so protected. Like I've been so upset. Like I've been so upset.
They have any problem
because these people are protected. You can't even call names.
They are
can't even call names.
Daddy Face, hold on. Daddy Face, hold on. Do you know there was an incident? A parent testified. She even accepted to come and testify with the video of the same set of boys bullied the 11 years old son. And they gave him box, suitcase to carry, and they danced around about him like courts. That video is there. Did you watch the PTA meeting of Dowen College?
Yes.
When the teacher said he resigned because of this thing?
Yes, I watched it.
That Dowen College did not pay attention. He has to resign because the school is evil.
I watched Dowen College. She's
school that children will take ATM card and give to their to withdraw money, and they go to different club and different places. They smoke in that school.
She's a wicked
person.
Why she's
I need to tell you that school, I don't know whatever government is doing, that that school is breeding criminals, cultists, prostitutes, all manner of people.
Because they get to breed criminals and she gets to cover.
They are breeding criminals.
What she's doing.
How their government. Okay, look at what happened.
The
boy complained. Okay, if it's in a court, they will show us the room. The room he was staying. Did you see any video of the room? Did you see any investigation where they show where he was sleeping in his room? No video to show the hostel for us to know. I think when Chidi Market came up, they went and investigated. They show us everything. Where Sylvester was living before they killed him. Did they show us? Did you see anything? Because don't want them to open them up. That is the height of wickedness.
The school
and Nigeria, my family.
Murderers.
This is to sweep under the carpet. We will not take it lightly with them.
Because the murderers in the school are children of the government. So they can easily see.
Yes.
That's what they are doing. Like, even look at the friend's eyes. That Kashamu, look at his eyes. You can see the wickedness in his eyes in that picture. Just look at his eyes.
Favor, the one that hit his head. Favor, the one that hit his head. Favor.
All of them.
Favor, that Favor is the real leader.
I'm sorry, sir. I have a diplomat friend who is involved in this, and she's also involved in big projects, especially the UN and every project that comes into Nigeria that has to do with sensitization and mobilization of women, children, and everything. And she's here. I would like her to key in, and why I brought her in is because I know that the Sylvester fight has gone beyond Nigerian fight, because we need international bodies also involved in this, because this is not just about Sylvester family alone. It's about all of us, because I for one feel indebted to Sylvester's family, and I know that if somebody I can vouch for in my life is Daddy Freeze, because it is categorically how you see how he follows his news and how much I told you, I said, I've been online for the past 3 days, and the first time I came back online was my sister, Auntie Judith, crying profusely online and actually talking about this, and I actually told you, let us do this over. Let's do it. Daddy Freeze, I'm sorry I had not introduced her to you in the first place, but she's here now, and please, let's go ahead, please.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am from.
Good evening.
I came here with my husband to see his family and everything. This is my husband.
Oh yeah. Hi. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you guys doing?
We're doing
So,
very well, thank
Thank
you.
you.
so I want to shortcut, like, short, and I want to tell you, yes, I
Yes.
do understand. I'm a mother as well, and I have a kid. So if something happens, God forbid, to my kid, even in school, even on the street, it will be frustrated. But why you cannot prove? Now you have a body. Why you cannot just dig out the body? I don't know the law again. Maybe it needs investment. Maybe it needs some papers, like court papers, allowance to dig out the body again and to investigate, because it's not late. And if there is any
It's not
proof that
buried. It's not buried, ma. It's not buried. It's not buried. We are not buried.
Very over.
so it's not buried, so they not give you body now.
The body is with us.
It's with us.
Body. So why you cannot do the free investigation? Like even maybe
Would it be okay if we have an independent
Forensic.
you don't have Nigeria.
Oh
They can-
yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. It's just more so that even one of it that isn't independent still said all of that. That's the point. Even the first autopsy that did not come from the family, that was what it reported. That's important. That's very, very, because the police stamped that. Like you see the area command, like there's every stamp in every single page, even if that did not come from us. So no one can say that our family had an agenda or our family made an autopsy and it's just for us. Nah, because yes, now we can bring in an independent person who can do all of this. But regardless of that, like there is one that comes from the police force that still reports the same thing. So the Lagos one per se, where is it? It doesn't even exist. Like, I have no idea where that report is. We haven't seen it with our eyes.
This is what I'm trying
As a
to
family.
do. The new one.
No, we already have the one from Worry.
But she said it's missing,
No.
right?
No.
No, it's not missing. No, it's not missing.
We
We
analyze.
have that one, and it's different from this one they have. It's different from what they said
It's been
happened.
Yes.
That one narrates exactly what happened to the boy. That he died of lung infection as a result of Tonto Dikeh.
Yes,
We have
we
it.
saw that. I saw
We
that
saw it.
autopsy.
And that pathology, that Dr. Franklin narrates it, explaining, break it down, the meaning of that result.
Yes, of course.
Dr. Franklin
And
joined.
that is what exactly happened to the boy. That was the true state of that our son. Because of that, what they gave him to drink, he could not speak. He was always shouting. You know, when it's like when you get somebody like acid or something very deadly to you, you can almost see the mouth of the boy. Abba, Nigerians, we should speak up. These people are evil. That in fact,
Yeah,
you know,
was there.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Do you know one of the parents? Do you know one of the parents was boasting? Before they released this result, one of the parents said, God has vindicated his child that our boy died of sepsis before the government released it. With that, we family are having it. So it's so clear that they have planned this thing, and the hook-up story.
This can I
tell you.
We cannot. I'm sorry. I'm not too familiar with your governmental structure. If you guys can involve any NGO or like any others to support this thing.
Yeah, we're trying to.
You know, Nigeria be talking. There are so
like
many
above Nigerian government, like let's say like yes, Nigerians, government, police, and all this, they cannot accept it. So can we involve any organization?
Please, can I say something?
No.
Sure.
We don't have yet.
Anna wants to say something.
Because Nigerians need to know that there are no two autopsies. Like, let's just put that out there. Like, whatever the Lagos state government is saying, whatever the police is saying, it's based on an autopsy that does not exist. Like, let's just put that out there. Because everyone keeps on saying, why are there two autopsies? There is no...
I read a report. I thought I read a report from the Lagos state government, though, with an autopsy. I think it was autopsy was released like yesterday or the day before, and they were saying it was similar to the other one, but we both looked at it.
No, I think it was an audio report about a second.
There is nothing on paper, guys. There is literally.
Okay, it was like a report of the autopsy.
Oral, yeah.
It's just a report. It was not evidence that this is our document, like the way the one from Warri is. No document to back it up, that the phrase. No document.
We have the second.
It's just a write-up. It's just a write-up. No document. It's just a write-up. Go to the news. It's just a write-up.
There is no medical.
No evidence to prove. It's just a write-up because that people can be liable. If they have those copies stamped and signed by them, it can be liable. So they won't bring it out. They only wrote it. They wrote it. No proof, like the one with Warri, and they don't say he confirmed. I don't know. It was in line with the one in Warri. You don't do that. It is not at all.
It's a lie.
It's a big lie from the pit of hell. That is what we want to correct in this live video. That Warri autopsy with the Lagos one is not anywhere the same. They should know it. It's a big lie from the pit of hell. You don't say that the one they examine in Warri with the one in Lagos. They are the same thing. They are saying the same thing. That is not the truth. That the fact you have copy of the one in Warri.
Even a medical report. They don't have any medical thing. Everything is based on, oh, this person said that DPP said that. Okay, you guys, you're reading off a paper that somebody typed. They do not have the medical expertise. So if anyone is saying something, it needs to be stamped and said by a pathologist. And they should bring that out. They can't even break down anything. If you notice, whenever someone dies, what did they say in Nigeria? Sepsis, pneumonia. Okay, say something else. Because my mom was calling me.
It's a malaria and typhoid.
That's all they know. What else? What else?
Yeah. It's very painful.
We've lost
voice.
Annabelle's audio. Apparently, her mom is so it's breaking the now Lagos
is interrupting.
Can you throw some light on this? We would like you to furnish us, because this is no longer a hidden case. This case is a media case, is a high profile case.
That's to be viral.
In America, his case was had in front of the media.
We watched it live every day on CNN, the trial.
So
it's a
the
high
people
profile
want
case.
to know.
We want to know. People want answers.
Why are they so much in a hurry to open the school when there's so many questions?
There is like
but there's so much allegation on the school. So many allegations. They have not gone to investigate or show the whole school.
Exactly. I just wanted to say that school has to be investigated deeply. Because it might be not the only kid like that.
They are not.
I'm telling you.
There are so many cases. There are so many cases. You know, this boy bullied the 11-year-old boy. They videoed the boy. They asked him to carry box on his head. 11 years old boy. And the video is there. The school is aware. They even told us that, oh God, somebody died as a result of this problem. So many parents withdraw their children.
Of course.
From that school
now, like we can obviously like bring in like a third party and independent autopsy. But what just matters is there is one autopsy that came from
already. I understood.
That says the exact same thing that my brother opened his mouth to say they did to him. The Lagos one, the second autopsy that they've concoct somehow to deceive literally everybody that believes that there is another autopsy. Where is it? The autopsy does not exist. That's just one thing I want to dispel now, that there is, and if they even try to forge one, please, Nigerians, like you guys, just try and just look at it. We know when things are forged. Like you will see the forgery, because they can't. Like these pathologists, they should come up and defend their. Why can't they? 3 pathologists, where are they? Nobody knows them. Nobody knows anything. It's just he say, she say, this person said that person said that. How? and the family that is involved, we don't have a right to know. It's one thing if you guys are not trying to tell
No copy. We don't have our own copy.
no,
We don't have anything.
all bullshit. Like it's a
We
lie.
have the right to know. You took our son to Lagos to take a sample. When the result came out, we don't have our copy that in place. You can see how wicked these people compromise this whole issue. But as God may have it, mommy has cried, and as God may have it, God will surely fight for us. Because this government is always hiding things under the carpet. I don't know what they are rushing for.
Stupid and like I don't understand. Like on top of it, like
no, look, just look now.
Someone that
The number parents will not take their child to that school. Are you serious? Without investigating, the government has not investigated that school for us to know. This is the procedure we have come, we have checked. No CCTV.
We were all on holiday. We were all on holiday. When? How did they do the investigation? When? Nigeria took public holiday. How many days?
What is Femi Falana saying? Femi Falana is supposed to be your lawyer. That's the lawyer of the family. What is
he has condemned the result. He has condemned the CP. He has condemned the government for exonerating them. He has condemned them. If you go to net, he has condemned them. So on the 15th, they are going for corona sequence. They have called for witnesses.
Corona.
So we're just like
corona sequence.
Like, cause he knows. Like, even when I spoke to my dad was like, my dad a few days ago, and he was just telling me that this is all literally just it's just so that school they gave them permission to open. Like, at least the school can just open. So this is just a good directive out there for the school to open. So it's not like, and it's just to mislead Nigerians because they don't have the power to kill a case. Like the DPP said this, like didn't she just got transferred to another department, right? Why was she transferred? Why was she, if what she said was so right and made so much sense, why did they transfer her immediately?
Yeah, so they have Saga.
They transferred her. Not Saga.
I mean, they transfer. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry?
Who did they sack?
Transfer. Oh, they didn't.
The DPP.
She wasn't, I don't think she was sacked. I think she was just transferred to another department.
Yes, it's like the transfer.
Yeah.
Because it's wrong for you to exonerate people that the court has not give their verdict. How could you exonerate the school? How could you exonerate anybody? On this
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Is the matter actually in court?
Is it in court? Given to a judge to
has it been assigned to a judge?
Yes.
No, I just wanted to ask.
But like that's the thing, they are not trying to even let this they don't want it to even get to court because
they will not want, my dear, they will not want. You have to fight for it.
Here's my advice, dear Lagos State government. Can this matter be brought before a court?
Yes.
Can this please, what does it take? What papers do the family need to file so that the family can file and let this be brought before a court?
Exactly.
Because if you are saying that it's not, I'm not aware of the state of the case.
It's not, okay, I'll tell you, like right now, right, we're just like trying to do the inquest and all of that, right? Like, but they're trying to like cut this at the top. They don't, because if this gets to court, they don't have a defense. Like, regardless of everything they've said, you hear that they can address why that boy was in so much pain before he left the school. Like, at the end of the day, that's negligence of a school. They don't have any defense. That's just the truth. But the only thing they can do, that they can try to do, which would even work anyways, is just to use corruption and try to cut this case so that it does not get, because there's a position that it will get to that no matter what they do, these boys are going to have to pay for what they did.
Can I interfere small? I read also the comments and stuff like, yes, if you file the case to the court, it's same government and they will cover it up. But there is so many other ways. Again, I'm not familiar with NGOs and stuff in your country, but there is so many high courts, you know, the international court, the human rights and everything. So I'm not familiar with the structure of the Nigerians and all these NGOs, but like if it's my country, I face this thing and my government will shut it down, I will go viral, I will go above that one. I will file a case in the government, let's say in the Supreme Court of Belgium or in the Human Rights Court. And I will, if my government will be like, no, because I'm sure that if Daddy Fees will make it viral and it will go in media, government will be quiet and try to shut it down because it's normal. So if you will apply, because it's just school to close up, you understand? We don't want any other kids to face the same issue. Yes, we lost our own son. It's very painful, but there is much more there. And they will face same bullying and they will face same things. Why we want to bring justice. We will not bring the boy back alive, but the rest people will live in peace. And the rest kids will not face this thing. That's what we're fighting now. Again, as Daddy Fee said, file a court case. If it's not possible, let's do it up. Let's bring it to international level. Let's do something. You understand?
Like I think like my dad organized everything like legally. I know that even me myself, like I'm not being told everything that's being done legally just because you have to like protect like the legality of the case and all of that. So I know that he's doing stuff because I asked my dad to like what's this going, and my dad tells me, oh, like things are happening that can't really like go into details with me, which I understand because I get pretty passionate, so I can just say here and I don't want to do that. So but yeah, so that's just what's going on. So
sorry, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, I want to thank all of you for coming today. Tonto, I don't know if Tonto is still there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, I had a break in transmission because Doris Ogala was supposed to be on this live, but coincidentally, we have 4 spaces already. So I've been back and forth with Doris while this is going on to take more information.
Can we bring that now? Can we bring that now?
We can, but I would have to leave the live for us to bring her because
Instagram for now. Let her come.
Okay,
no, Instagram affects only 4 people, so I would have to leave. We would watch from here, but I would have to leave so that she can come on. That's what I'm saying, man.
Let Josephine leave.
Okay. Annabelle is leaving so that.
No, Annabelle is still.
Annabelle.
Yes, because she's
Annabelle is here so that I will leave so that
okay.
Doris can come.
Doris who was actually officially for this case, and that's why I was saying that maybe we can leave.
Doris need to come in. Doris need to come in. It's very important.
Let me leave the live. I can leave the live and introduce her if that's okay.
Josephine has gone. So what's her handle?
Her handle is Doris, DORISOGALA.
Sorry, Doris.
Doris Ogala. Yes.
I can't get her. She's not following me. She has to follow me. I can invite her. It's either she comes to the live.
Okay, let me see if I can invite. How do I invite her? Because I'm not who originated the live, so I can't invite. But how do I invite? What means do I invite to? Okay, I'm seeing so many people are tagging Doris already, so I believe that if she's online, she'll be able to. Yeah, but I don't know how to add her. If I was the one who started the live, I would have been able to add her. But because you are the one that they freeze, you have to add her. I think
she should just say hi.
Okay, someone says I can add her. Let me see, sir. Let me just see if I can.
Okay.
Adding her. How do I do it? Who is saying I can add her? How do I do it?
Just click on. There's a button on the side.
Yes, I have a button with a comma. I have a button with a love, and I have a button with an arrow facing this way, and I have 3 dots.
No,
I don't really do is internet. This
you can't use it.
Awesome, so I don't know which one to choose.
Tell her to follow me and join the live. If she follows me and joins the live, I can add her.
Okay, auntie, auntie, can you help me do that, please? I mean the Sylvester's auntie, please. I think she's the one I actually.
Annabelle that is here with us. Apparently, I'm the only one who can add her, and she should send a request to be in the live. I'm the only one that can add her, unfortunately. Can people send her the live? Please send her the live. Forward the live to her. Doris or Galabi?
Yes, Doris or Galabi. There's no audio.
No, there's audio. Anybody who's not hearing it is. What is her handle? Are you sure she has not even blocked me? Because I can't find her.
What is her handle like?
What is her handle?
Laughing, that was funny.
Because I can't find her.
But she's on Instagram.
Yes. Spell her handle.
Can Tonto hear you?
Tonto, can you hear me? She's obviously not following me.
I don't think Tonto can hear you. I don't think Tonto can.
I think Tonto is chatting with her. Now, if you send her the live and she can't see me, she's not going to be able to see the live. Doris, okay, Tonto just posted it. Doris or Gala. She's blocked me. She's blocked me. I can't see her at all. Let me use my other account. My backup page. Oh, she's trying to follow my other page. Tell her to go and unblock. She has blocked. I mean, let me block her. I don't think so. Okay.
I think she's following your backup account instead of.
Yeah, she's following my backup account, not my main account.
She should follow the main account.
She should try to follow the main account. It's coming as post unavailable. Oh, can she call by phone? Is there a way? Okay. Anyway, I'm sure we're gonna have another opportunity to come live and discuss about this. On a final note, Annabelle.
Yeah.
What are your parting thoughts?
Oh my God. I have no idea. I feel like I'm tired. That's for sure. Like I've had a long day today, and I feel a bit dizzy because this is really a lot. I'm just glad because you guys are helping and you guys are carrying my mom, and that just makes me happy because my mom is no longer crying as much. So yeah, so honestly, that's it, because I feel like she's in Nigeria, so she feels it more. Like everywhere she goes around, probably everywhere she turns. Like here, like being in Canada, sometimes you can get distracted because it's not home, you know. But being in where it is, I can't imagine. So I know that everyone just like supporting her makes her feel
Like, she doesn't have to live with the trauma of the death of a child by herself, and she doesn't have to just chest this kind of trauma and have to be okay with it, because that's what they're trying to make her do. And I'm glad that everyone is letting her know that she does not have to chest the trauma of her child. And yeah, I'm just glad for my parents and for my siblings. I'm glad that we're a lot, so we have each other a lot. And Nigerians, you guys are very helpful. So I'm very, like, it's not everyone, yeah, but most of you,
whole country. You know,
this,
because if this can happen to Sylvester, it can happen to anyone's child.
exactly.
We owe it to all the children of this country.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thank you guys. Like, I get random messages. There's a lady that sends me streams of joy every morning. I have no idea who she is, so thank you. But yeah, you guys comfort us in different ways. Like, you guys message my brother, my sister separately, even if we're a lot, somehow they still feel some sort of love in spite of everything that's going on. And I feel like that also kind of is a testament to, like, that there are good people in Nigeria, and not everyone is bad, and not everyone is corrupt. And honestly, we're just trying to hold on to faith and believe and hope. That's really what I'll say my family is holding on to. And we've always just, like, known that family is everything, is what we've always said since we were kids. So we just kind of know that so long as we have ourselves, we'll be fine. And the day one person isn't strong enough, one of us would be strong for the person. And yeah, so because some of us are taking this pretty hard, like my immediate younger sister, she's taking this really hard. And obviously the one that was in Dowen when all of this happened,